So what's going on, everyone? I'm currently at my location at the moment, and today I have my good friend with me, my Mavic Pro. I'm going to be going over some of the flying techniques which I do. I know a lot of in-camera drone sort of settings you can do on your phone kind of do all the hard work for you, but there's always that bit of element of rawness where you have to have like some really nice stick sort of movements, kind of know where you're flying compositionally to like, get those really buttery smooth sort of shots which you see in all sorts of drone videos. Okay, so I actually have my GoPro on with me today, so I'm going to be showing you my actual stick movements so you can have a look at how smooth and how slow I'm actually doing these stick movements to ensure when you look at that footage in post-production that it's really buttery smooth. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to set that bad boy up and yeah, I'm going to show you what I do. Right on cue. Great Welsh weather. Okay, gap in the weather, let's go. Okay guys, so we're almost ready to get started. There's just one little thing I wanted to do. Just wanted to go into the main menu. We're just going to soften the gimbals and how they react. It's just going to make the drone just a little bit smoother and a little less sensitive in the air. So it's just great for those cinematic shots. It's a little bit easier to control. So here's the main controller settings. Go down to the bottom, onto advanced settings. This got Expo and Gain. So Expo is just going to make the sticks a little less reactive and a little less sensitive when you're moving forwards or backwards or up and down. So as standard, they're on about, you just put your finger on these on the X and Y axis here. As standard, they're on 25. I just put them down a little lower. It's just going to make things a little less sensitive around the middle of the gimbal, so when you're moving them, if that makes any sense, but you'll see what I mean when you fly it. And the next one, this is a really good one, the cinematic mode gain. So again, this is your reference, you can have a little play around with it. It's not going to be a dramatic effect to how the gimbal is flying. It's not going to fly into anything or fly away. It's just going to make it a little less sensitive on the sticks and easier to fly. So between 80 and 100, so it's up to you, kind of what you feel. And this is all optional. You don't really have to do this. You can just go and do it just straight with stock settings and just get used to it really. But yeah, just make sure you do that before you get flying, and it'll make it a little bit easier for you. Okay, so as you can see for those little settings I've did, when I'm going backwards and forwards now, it's just a little less reactive on the sticks, and everything is just a little bit more silky smooth when I'm going back and forth. As you can see, I'm going to the right, but there's just that little bit of a delay. Okay, which just makes and keeps things really smooth. Okay, basic controls on the right thumbstick. Right to go right, but on the same plane. Left to go left. Up to go forward. Back to go backwards. On the left stick, this is yaw. So you're turning the drone on the same axis, going up, change your altitude up, down, altitude down. Okay, really simple. Right, so the first sort of shot we're going to do first is called a reveal shot. So it creates a little bit of depth and a little bit of suspense. So as you can see, there's trees in front, but again, this is just like a typical example. I'm trying to give you something nicer to look at as well. But so the trees in front, but as you can see, there's an inkling of something in the back. All I want you to do is go slowly up on the gimbal. And we reveal the nice reservoir. Again, you can change the gimbal as well. On the top left is a little turn corner, keeping it on the point of interest. Okay, nice little reveal shot, nice and simple. So the same sort of reveal shot, as you can see, there's something in a front in head. All I want you to do is go slowly to the left, go up on altitude, creating that little bit of depth. Go up slightly on the gimbal, and we expose the nice lovely reservoir. Okay, just creates that bit of suspense shot. Okay, so I've lined up for my next shot, and as you can see, there's just like a bit of grass in front. All I want you to do is go forward, go up on your altitude slowly. Nice little reveal shot. Right in the background, you've got that lovely reservoir. You can go up on the gimbal slightly if you want, softly. Just exposing that nice lovely reservoir. Okay, again, so as I'm on my way to my next spot, as you can see, I was quite close to something then. Literally, do not be afraid of this. Like, you'd be surprised how far you are away from objects. All you got to do is just put it on the floor and face the gimbal down. You see how big everything is in your screen. So you're not that close to things, and you can fly quite far away from things. So don't be afraid to be too close to things. And remember, you've also got the barrier sensors on the front as well. Only on the front though, remember, not on the back. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is the famous rotating around. So this is just a little spot here which you can rotate around. You can do this around anything, cars, people, etc. I'm just going to use this as an example. So all I want you to do, and to keep an eye on the object, is start going left, and then yaw softly with the other joystick. And what you're doing then, you're rotating around, but you're keeping your eye on that landmark. May take a little bit of practice, but with the yaw settings as well, it's pretty simple to do. Nice, lovely little pan shot. Okay, so there are also variations to this. As you can see, I'm a little bit closer. What I want you to do is, instead of just going straight to the right, okay, so the variations to this, you can make it a little bit cooler. Instead of just going straight over to the right, I want you to go down to the right slightly as well. And what you're going to do, you're just going to be backing away from it slightly. Again, you can put a little bit of gimbal action in there as well. You're backing away from it. It's giving a bit of depth, exposing other stuff in the background. Nice little variation of doing it. Okay, so I also mentioned before about creating a bit of depth. So something appearing in your screen also looks like really cool. So this can be anything, but I'm going to use that landmark we just had then to create a bit of depth in it. So I'm just going to go backwards slightly. As you can see, that object is appearing in my lower right, and then you're instantly drawn to that. So this can be anything, any nice little landmark or sunset or person. It's just a really nice, cool way of doing it. Okay, so we're going to do another similar sort of shot, just a little variation. So here's my landmark. Make sure that's in the middle of your screen. Take it out of shot. Start to go forward. Go down slightly on the gimbal to expose that lovely landmark which you're focusing on. Nice little reveal shot. Okay, so this is a nice little shot I like doing as well. As you can see, the ripples of the water is creating that little bit of motion, and going in the opposite way almost makes it look kind of slow-mo. So I'm going forward now, and just go up slightly with the gimbal, and now when you keep going up, you reveal that nice lovely reservoir. Nice little reveal shot, creating that bit of suspense, creating that nice footage. Okay, so some of the things I mentioned was like a reveal shot, depth of field, and all these sorts of things. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be how I did it. It can be from behind a tree, it can be from behind a really high cliff face. You can be looking down at different objects and revealing different objects, panning around different objects such as humans, cars, like anything of subjective point. Okay, so if you like what you watch, please give me a like and subscribe. If you have any more questions about what I did, please pop them down in the comment section below, and give me some more ideas on what you want to see it from the Mavic Pro as well. There's so much you can do with it as well, and I think I'll be doing more videos. So yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll be speaking to you soon.